Good morning, everyone. Virgo Triad here. It is March 12th, 2018, and I just quickly wanted to put this video back up. It is a re-upload on a subject that I thought we had already covered ad nauseum here, but apparently we did not cover it quite enough. There's more misinformation coming out with regards to the treasurydirect.gov bond calculator, and so I'm going to re-upload this just to ensure that no one is confused. This was a video that I did back in October. This video explains the reason why you cannot use the TDA.gov calculator in order to calculate anything having to do with your social security number, birth certificate, serial number, or any other numbers for that matter, if it is not actually a real bond. As a matter of fact, this calculator really only calculates based upon the type of bond and the date that you place in. It really does not actually even matter what bond number you put in, but I will allow you guys to listen to the video once again. It explains everything for you. Later on today, I will be uploading additional information with regards to the GMEI utility index. I'm going to re-upload that video for you also to ensure that there's no confusion with regards to that index, and make sure that a lot of the disinformation that seems to be running around recently that has resurfaced is addressed. So I hope everyone is having a good Monday start to your week. I will be uploading a few videos this week with regards to some additional information that I have found out. So stay tuned. Good morning, everyone. Virgo Triad here. Today is October 17th, 2017, and I hope everyone's week has started out well. Okay, we are back here at the treasurydirect.gov website. Now, there's a very good reason why we're here this morning, and that is because I have received so many backlashes with regards to my first Treasury Direct video. The misinformation that has been provided by others has made it to where people are extremely confused with regards to this calculator. They are insistent that they're putting in information with regards to their birth certificate or social security number, rather. And they're being provided with parameters that they need to put in order to supposedly bring up what their birth certificate bond and what their social security bond would have matured at and what amount of money is sitting there in this TDA secret account. Well, I'm about to prove to you that this calculator, nor any other calculator on any other site that works just like this calculator, is not going to provide you with accurate information. This calculator works based on parameters in maturity for interest that is on an amortization scale. Now, what that means is that interest rates change over time. This calculator can only give you an approximate amount based on what the interest rates have been up to this date. Anything beyond this date, it's not going to be able to calculate, and it's going to provide you with what the amount would be should an account exist or should a bond exist prior to this specific date. So, I want to go ahead and show you now. This is proof positive that this calculator does not work for what the claim is. The claim, of course, being that you have been enslaved by the government. The government has taken your social security number and your birth certificate number and has provided you with these bonds that never go to you but are just sitting and collecting money and being traded. Okay, so now whether that is true or not, I don't have a statement on that right at the moment, but what I do have a statement on is that using the Treasury Direct Calculator or Fidelity Calculator or any other calculator that does nothing but use parameters to add up approximate amortization scale interest does not work. So here we go. The parameters that I have been given by the gurus with regards to the savings bond calculator are that I need to go in and look at the value as of this month, which of course is October of 2017. The series would be an E-bond series, and the denomination would be the top denomination, of course, which is $10,000. I'm going to go ahead and type in my my actual number off of the birth certificate. I'm going to leave it as is. I'm not going to hide it because it would not matter whether you had that number or not. It is simply only a serial number. So that is the first one we are going to do. So here we go, typing in that 9-digit number, which by the way is only a number. There are no letters involved, and in E-bonds there are generally letters that are involved in the CUSIP number. Oops. Okay, the issue date I am being explained needs to be the month and year of birth date. Oops, let's do this with a, there we go. I'm going to hit calculate. And the calculator shows that the E-bond had a total price of $7,500. The total value is now $76,612. The total interest is $69,112, and that it is matured, which means that it is no longer earning interest. That gives me a total. Here is the serial number off of my birth certificate, the E series that I was told to put in, the denomination of 10,000. The issue date of 1 of 1959. No next accrual because it's already matured. The final maturity was in 1999. That would technically make you 40. And of course, that's what everybody's saying, you know, it matures until you're 40. Issue price is $7,500 with the interest. No interest rate because it's already matured. Here is the value, and here is the note identification, which once again means matured and not interest bearing any longer. So what we're going to do is leave that right there. Okay, we're going to come back up to the calculator. And now what I am going to do is I'm going to search for the one CUSIP number we know does not exist. And it is the Series Bond E, denomination 10,000, just like I just did. And we're going to put in 987-654-321. That would be the serial number to a bond that does not exist, as it is simply counting backwards from 9 until 1. The issue date we're going to put as my date of birth in here. 1 of 1959, which of course is the same thing that I put before. We are going to hit calculate, and we are going to go down here and see, wow, look at that. Exactly the same amount. We have the original off of my birth certificate. We have the serial number that is non-existent, 987-654-321. Series E, denomination $10,000. Issue date is the same. No accrual. Final maturity date, 1999. Issue price is exactly the same. Interest exactly the same. No interest rate because it's already matured. Value exactly the same. Note is matured according to them. And that would be simply because now we are dealing with a calculator that has an amortization scale that is approximate. It does not matter what you put in. If you put in a real serial number, it's going to provide you with exactly the same information because it is an approximate amortization scale, okay? It does not matter. I know that it doesn't seem right. I know that it seems like it's something that should show you actual proof. It does not. All it does is provide you with an approximate amount based on your series, your denomination, the issue date, and the final maturity date that is provided in the parameters. If you do not put in a final maturity date that is accurate, it's going to give you a final maturity date of 1999. That is the way the parameters are set. That is the reason why maximum amount is going to be 40 years. It does not do anything beyond that. So I'm letting you guys know, this does not work. It is not providing you with any valid information. It's not providing you with any information other than based on the parameters. If you don't enter in a final maturity date that's accurate for the series, it will automatically give you an itemized interest that's approximate for a 40-year period. This is why your values are becoming outrageously large. You see the interest rate here is an extreme amount in comparison to the issue price. A bond that is an E-bond does not mature any further out than this, and that is why the parameters are set. What you are getting above here are the totals. 7,500 plus 7,500 is 15,000. The totals on the total value, the totals on the interest accrued. Listen, folks, listen. This is not a way for you to find out what your secret bond amounts are. It does not work. It is not what the purpose of this calculator is for. Neither is the one on Fidelity. It's exactly the same type of thing. Okay? Please stop listening to this nonsense. Now, if there are any other questions with regards to this, if you want any information with regards to this, I would ask that you please take a look at the help section within the savings bond calculator of the actual treasurydirect.gov website. I'm going to be listing where you find the calculator and how you would go in and get to the section that will show you how to use the savings bond calculator. Okay? Show you help in what it means. You're going to find that even Treasury Direct's claims are that this does not work for what you've been told it does. You are being lied to, folks, okay? I keep trying to get you to understand that. You're being told a story. It's been fabricated for the last 40 years, and it's worked many, many times because people so desperately are in need of help out of their debt. But the reality is, these bonds do not exist, and if you attempt to try to collect them through the paperwork that they provide with your social or your birth certificate on them because you found it through this calculator, that is considered bond fraud because there is not a bond in your possession that you paid for or were gifted with that is real. I'm hoping this helps to help you to understand a little bit better why there's such confusion on this. I will continue to try to address these issues as they stand, as people continue to ask questions about them. And let's try to spread the word that anybody who is out there making claims that the savings bond calculator through treasurydirect.gov or Fidelity or really any other company that provides you with these loose parameters to give you an estimated amount of what the bond is, what these bonds are supposed to be, particularly any site that sells bonds via auction. Let's try to spread this around and make sure that people are aware that this is not a way for you to look up your social or your birth certificate serial number and prove that you have a bond of a large amount within the system. Okay? I'm going to be uploading some more videos today. I hope you guys have a great afternoon, and we'll see you later on. Bye-bye.